Encouraging kids to read more, fostering a lifelong love for books. In a world filled with digital distractions, encouraging kids to read more is becoming increasingly important. Developing a habit of reading at a young age can have profound benefits, shaping not only a child's academic success but also their emotional intelligence, creativity, and understanding of the world. However, inspiring kids to choose a book over screens can be challenging. By fostering a love for reading through a supportive and engaging environment, parents and educators can help children discover the joy and benefits of reading. Create a reading-friendly environment. One of the first steps in encouraging kids to read more is to create a reading-friendly environment. This doesn't necessarily mean having a huge library in the house, but it does involve making books readily available. Setting up a cozy reading nook with comfortable seating, good lighting, and a variety of age-appropriate books can make reading more inviting. Bookshelves filled with colorful covers, or a rotating selection of new books from the library, can stimulate curiosity. It's also helpful to lead by example. Children are more likely to read if they see adults in their lives enjoying books. Reading together as a family or having designated reading time can show kids that reading is not just a school-related task but a fun and enriching activity that everyone can enjoy. Let kids choose their own books. Allowing kids to choose their own books is essential in getting them excited about reading. Whether it's a comic book, a novel, or a non-fiction title about dinosaurs, letting children select what interests them will help them associate reading with pleasure rather than obligation. While it's important to encourage diverse reading material, avoiding pushing too hard in a particular direction is key. A child who loves graphic novels, for instance, might later transition into other genres, but it's the enjoyment of reading that matters most. Libraries and bookstores can be wonderful places to explore new interests. Many libraries offer programs that cater to different age groups, including storytelling sessions or book clubs, which can introduce kids to new genres and authors. Make reading a social activity. Reading doesn't have to be a solitary activity. Making reading social can greatly increase a child's interest. For younger children, reading aloud is an excellent way to build language skills and foster a love for stories. Using expressive voices, acting out scenes, or discussing the plot afterward helps to make the experience interactive and memorable. For older children, starting or joining a book club can turn reading into a fun, group activity. A family book club where everyone reads the same book and discusses it afterward can also be a great bonding experience. Sharing thoughts, comparing favorite characters, and predicting story outcomes can make reading feel more dynamic. Use technology to your advantage. While it may seem like screens are the enemy when it comes to getting kids to read, technology can actually be a helpful tool. E-readers, tablets, and reading apps can make books more accessible and interactive. Some children may prefer the novelty of reading on a device rather than a traditional paper book. Audiobooks are another great option, particularly for children who struggle with reading or who are auditory learners. Listening to books during car rides or before bed can expose them to stories they might otherwise miss out on. Set achievable reading goals. Setting realistic and achievable reading goals can motivate kids without overwhelming them. For younger children, these goals can be as simple as reading one book a week or finishing a chapter before bedtime. For older children, setting a number of pages or books to read per month can help establish a routine. Incorporating a reward system, like a special treat after finishing a book or a trip to the bookstore, can provide extra motivation. It's important, though, to keep these goals fun rather than turning reading into a chore. The focus should be on enjoying the stories, not just meeting a quota. Encourage discussions about books. After your child finishes a book, take some time to discuss it with them. Ask about their favorite characters, the parts they liked or didn't like, and what they think will happen next. This not only helps with comprehension, but also encourages critical thinking and personal engagement with the material. When children see that their thoughts and opinions about books are valued, they're more likely to stay interested in reading. Conclusion. Encouraging kids to read more is about creating an environment where reading is seen as a fun, rewarding, and accessible activity. By offering a wide range of reading materials, making reading a social activity, and using technology in a constructive way, parents and educators can foster a love for reading that lasts a lifetime. The benefits of reading are numerous, and by helping kids develop a strong reading habit, we are equipping them with a valuable tool for both academic and personal growth.